Butter cookies are one of the easiest cookies to make. Honestly, I think when I was little, this is probably one of the first cookies I ever made because literally it's softened butter. I have sugar and salt in here that I'm going to cream these all together and get them together. And then we'll add into it some milk, egg yolks, and I do have vanilla already mixed into here as well. So once this mixes into there, I have to remember when I was very young, Grandma would make these, dip them in chocolate. I remember going over to my great-grandmother's house and having these. Oh, they were just so delicious. That rich, buttery flavor. When they cook in the oven, you can smell the aroma of butter. To me, this is really the holidays here. All right, this is looking good. You might want to cream it together a little bit longer, but I'm going to go ahead and add into it the liquid portions here. Now, this is the egg yolks. I'm adding in some milk and vanilla. Now once that gets all mixed into there, we're going to go ahead and add into it the flour. And that's really all it is. Let's grab a spatula here, because I want to scrape down the sides of the pan. And the one thing about butter cookies, they do work better if you're going to cut them like you would into some intricate shapes, sugar cookies and things like that. You're going to want to really congeal the dough. And so once you get it made, put it into the refrigerator for a couple of hours, making sure that it's nice and cold before you cut it into any type of shapes. Me, I'm just going to cut it into simple rounds, which are perfect for what we're doing, because that's what I like about the butter cookies. You can just pick them up in a round, dip them in a glass of milk, and really, really enjoy them. So the flour is going to go in last. This is going to get mixed all together. And that is how simple the batter is, or the dough, for the butter cookies. When we come back, I'll show you how to finish them all up. Let's finish up these delicious butter cookies. I can't wait really for you to try these at home because they just remind me so much of my childhood, of Grandma and my great-grandmother. They're just such an old-fashioned cookie. So this is the dough, which I've chilled, and so it's nice and firm. You will notice if you don't chill the dough, it's a very soft dough. And so if it's too soft to work with, just plop it in the refrigerator for a half hour and let that butter congeal up a little bit. So you're going to roll this out to the thickness you want. I'd say about a 1/4 inch in there. And I'm using a fluted rolling pin, which means obviously it doesn't have sharp edges on it. So as I roll this, I'm not crimping the edges of the dough. And you can buy these at any kitchen store as well. So once you get these done, I'm just going to cut them out. And it's just like any sugar cookie. You're going to cut them out and just keep going on there and getting them cut out. Into the oven they go. My oven is preheated to about 350 degrees, and they take about, anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. And everybody's oven is different. So you just want to cook them until the edges of them begin to turn brown, nice golden color on them. Some people don't like to cook them quite as much. They want them to be a little softer, kind of like a sugar cookie. Try and avoid that because they're not sugar cookies. Remember, they're butter cookies, but you can cook them however you want to. So once you get them all cut out, into the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes or so, till they're nice and golden around the edges there. Pull them on out, let them cool on the baking rack, and I'm serving them up here, of course, with my delicious glass of cold milk. These are really good, dunked in milk. Now you can head on over to cookingwithchefbryan.com and grab the recipe. You can also go to KUTV.com and grab the recipe. But what a great cookie for the holidays.